Hi guys, welcome back to another video. We're gonna get right into it and we're gonna unbox this Chanel bag. Don't know if you guys have noticed, I haven't said anything in previous videos, but I added these shelves on and I did the worst job ever. It was actually very, very difficult to make them line up here, and now they're crooked. Now I can't fix it, so I'm gonna have to put a brace underneath. This one's okay, but anyway, I'm gonna try and not to let it bother me. But if it bothers you, I'm really sorry. I'm gonna try and fix it because it bothers me. Right, we're gonna get right into the bag. This bag has been sitting on my desk for the longest time. Gonna get right into the video, right into the bag, I mean. Now, there is a reason I'm wearing all black. Can you have a guess? It is not what you think. I don't have a black bag in here. Ah! Chanel! Wow. This bag is so fun. It is so fun. I mean, look at the color. Look at the color. I had to wear all black because I really wanted to show you guys this color. It is the Chanel flap bag. I think it's the classic flap. I think that's the shape. Yes, that is the shape. It's the classic flap, but it's not leather. It's this really interesting satin type of smooth, silky fabric. Really interesting. I don't know if it's a silk, but it's got this printing. It's got the quilting on it. It is puffy as well. The side looks like that. The back is upside down, which is correct because the flap is correct. And guys, I don't know what this bag is called, if it's just called a classic flap or if there's an actual name with this fabric, but I'll put it on screen if I can find it. This is gorgeous. There's also navy leather threaded throughout the strap. Really, really beautiful. It's got the double, so you can wear it on the shoulder or crossbody. It has all the Chanel little round, the Chanel logo is there. No Chanel stamp. Some of them don't have the stamp. I can't figure out which ones do and which ones don't. There is the Chanel in here as well. Gorgeous. No star screws, but that just means that it is not made in France. So apparently the star screws means that it's made in France, I think. And if it doesn't have star screws, it means that it's probably made in Italy or somewhere else, because they have factories everywhere. Okay, the lining of this is so unusual. So, I don't know if you can see, it is like a navy fabric, like a blue but with a hint of green, a hint of teal. It's like a navy with a hint of teal, a dark teal blue color. Also the microchip is there. But this fabric is so unusual. There's a flap on this side and the Chanel badge. Then the rest of it is this really kind of like, it reminds me of corduroy, but it's not corduroy, if that makes sense. It's got a tiny rib through it. Yeah, super interesting. There's a zipper pocket at the back here with Chanel on the zipper. There's Chanel there. So there's zipper pocket and then a normal pocket here, and then the actual internals of the bag. All quilted. I mean, this bag is super fun. It is really fun. And I have to say, this looks like an addition. These side pieces that clip the strap on so that the strap is not just here on the flap. Because if you have a strap just on the flap, guess what happens? All the weight goes like this and the flap ends up stretching. So I find that if you've got an anchor point on the side here, it's actually gonna hold the strap and the bag together a hell of a lot better. Because now when you're pulling at it, if you think about this, you're pulling the flap. If it's just sitting on the flap, you're only pulling the flap and you're holding the entire bag from the flap, which is not good. So now it's being held by these side pieces. Really, really interesting. The back, there is a slip pocket at the back. Not super big, guys. I probably wouldn't be able to fit a phone in there. I'd probably fit it long ways like this, and it'll be half sticking out. The base, there is no feet, no nothing on the base. But super fun bag. Oh my God. Ah, you guys know I love me a leather bag. You know, I am a leather bag lover through and through, but sometimes other bags catch my eye and I think, wow, that's fun. That is super fun. So I'm dying to test this one out. I think with an all black outfit, it's gonna look stunning. So I will show you guys a little bit later in the mod shots what that looks like. Now, if you want to find out a little bit more about this bag or any of the bags you see behind me, remember you need to subscribe to my magazine. There'll be a link somewhere in this video in the description, or you can find it in my link tree in my Instagram. Okay, the first comparison I want to do with this new Chanel colourful satin, I don't know what you would even call it, is my classic black classic flap. Now, I wanted to compare these because this bag, this satin bag, is actually a little bit unusual. It's like a classic flap, but then it's also not like a classic flap. So it's a lot puffier, a lot more fun. It's kind of in between a classic flap and a 19, if that makes sense. Like, it's got big quilting, it's puffy, yeah, it's super fun. But you can see there what the sizing is like. It is a little bit different. It is a little bit wider at the top. Okay, like that. You can see they're pretty much comparable. I think the sizing would be very, very similar, if not the same. Next comparison I want to do is with a really fun bag from Fendi, and it's the Baguette. This is in the Two Girls design. I like comparing these because I find that they're very similar bags. Very similar size, very similar looking, similar feel. Like, these are very comparable. You can see it's a little bit wider on the classic flap, the Chanel bag, but really this is a very thin, like, material is, there's not a lot of puffiness, so what the size you see is pretty much the size you're going to get. This one, because there's a bit of puffiness, I wouldn't be surprised if they're exactly the same, even though it looks wider, because of all the puffiness. Love the Baguette. It is such an amazing bag to use because it is so practical. There's a strap, there's a handle, it's easy to get in and out of, it's easy to clean. You know, the coated canvas is incredible. I'm pretty sure it's a coated canvas. Correct me if I'm wrong, guys, but it looks like the Louis Vuitton coated canvas, so I think it's the same, their version of. So yeah, great bag. And yes, I am hearing you guys, all you guys out there that are looking for a sequin baguette like in Sex and the City back in the day. You guys know what I'm talking about. I'm looking too. I am looking too. And I came this close to getting one, but I didn't feel like it was good enough quality, so I didn't get it in. So I'm waiting for the right one to come along, a sequined one that I can show you guys and recommend. So stay tuned. The last comparison I want to do is a bit of a surprise comparison. It's the new Dior DeJoy bag. Now, I'm comparing these because, I don't know if you'll realize, but they're nearly identical in size. This is Dior's version of the classic flap. I mean, I'm kind of amazed. I kind of compared these two sizes and went, wait a minute. They're like identical, nearly. You know, one's a little bit shorter, but really? The sizing, one's a bit longer, one's a bit fatter, but it is so similar. It is so similar, guys. These two sizes are so similar. I would say this is probably a little bit smaller than the classic flap, this bag. So yeah, just to give you guys a bit of a comparison, a little bit smaller, just because it's quite narrow and there's not a lot of stretch capability with this bag. You know, it's pretty much the shape. It's square, it's not gonna expand anymore, whereas the classic flaps and things are kind of a bit stretchy a little bit. Particularly this one, the satin one, because of the fabric. Leather ones, not as much, but still. I find there's no movement at all in this one. All right, I'm gonna head into the mod shots now and you guys can see what this looks like on. I deliberately just wore all black today to make this bag really pop. I hope that you guys get a good gauge. I'm gonna show you this bag on the shoulder. Well, first, I'm gonna show you it handheld, just clutching it in the arm. I'm actually going to hold it for you like this so you can see what it would look like. I think clutching is a super chic way to wear a bag. Not super practical, but it is chic. So if you wanted to impress someone, if you're walking in, seeing an ex-boyfriend at a coffee shop or something, then you may want to clutch your bag and look all bougie. I'm also going to show you guys this on the shoulder. It's got the straps like this, and really it is the perfect shoulder size. It's right short, right under the arm, but not too far under the arm. I think this is a great way to wear this bag. It's going to get pretty squashed because it's a soft fabric, so keep that in mind. I think I'm going to just reside to the fact that this is going to get squashed. And then I will show you this crossbody. I think this is going to be a short crossbody, to be honest. I think that it's not going to be a very long crossbody. Yeah, it is a short crossbody. It goes just under my boob, so keep that in mind. If you guys are tall, then maybe crossbody isn't going to be right for this style bag. So there you go. I hoped you got inspired by this bag. The colors are giving me life. Once again, I do love me a pop of color, and this has all my favorite colors that I like to wear in it, which is amazing. Thank you so much for watching this video, guys, and coming this far. I hope that you subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. I do 2 videos a week on handbags and a little bit of fashion, and also head over to my Instagram. I'm super prominent over there doing giveaways, polls, and a whole lot more. And I hope to see you next time in my next video. Bye for now.